Hi again, Greg Bell with Dave Boling of the News Tribune. Seahawks had their 11th training camp practice on Thursday. Summer finally came back. So did Jarran Reed. That was a big concern for the Seahawks and the fans who saw him getting carted off the field with an apparent leg injury on Wednesday. He tweeted Wednesday afternoon he was fine, and sure enough, Thursday he was back in there. He was the first string defensive tackle because Jordan Hill is still out with a groin injury. Tom Cable, the offensive line coach, said that today's practice was Travoin Boykin's best in camp as far as communicating with his linemen, getting pre-snap reads and getting the communication and protection schemes out. Dave, you noticed one play in the red zone that Boykin threw it past, quickly got it out, did the things an NFL quarterback needs to do.
He read the defense. He saw there was a blitz coming. He adjusted the protection package. He pulled in a wide receiver to change the route, to quicken the route, and he found the man in a hurry, quickly. It showed a command of what he's supposed to be about. He understands controlling everything he can control, and for a guy who is really young, I thought that was pretty impressive. You know, now he showed some skills on the hoof. I think he has showed some times where he has, particularly on the run, thrown the ball well and accurately. And now if he can understand what's going on with the offense and the schemes that the defense are going to throw at him, it's going to be really interesting. If I had to name one guy that I was interested in watching on Saturday, I want to see how this kid reacts in game-type situations.
Saturday, the preseason opener at Kansas City, Saturday afternoon, 1:30 Pacific. Reading defenses, changing protections at the line, that's something that a spread college quarterback's not supposed to be able to do or don't do because they just read cards on the sidelines and read the plays off the wristbands and go. That is the kind of things that are making Boykin more and more viable as the backup quarterback September 11th when the games get real against Miami. I didn't think that all spring and summer. I'm starting to think
they don't have many options, actually. There's not really anybody out there.
True.
And how much money are you going to devote to the quarterback position? It's a little risky, you know, to go into the season, and if that's your guy, well, then maybe you go out and have to find somebody at a later date. Russell Wilson has been stunningly durable and reliable. He's never even missed a practice.
Right.
Who plays second team may be the most irrelevant question in town, but if you need him, there's going to be some anxious minutes if Russell Wilson goes down. So the preseason is really crucial for this guy to start understanding the NFL game.
Seahawks hope that number 2 quarterback remains irrelevant as an irrelevant question. The other story of the day was the offensive line because Jamarcus Webb didn't come back from the banged knee he had yesterday. We saw an ice pack on his knee, the right tackle, presumed starting right tackle. So Bradley Sowell was the right tackle today, and that moved Bradley Sowell was the left tackle today. That moved Gary Gilliam back to right tackle where he started last year. Suffice to say, this line's not set at all, Dave.
It really isn't, and I think that's an obvious concern. I think they would have hoped Gary Gilliam had come in and solidified that position, and that Jamarcus Webb would have done the same on the other side. I don't see that. I don't think they're comfortable. I don't know that their tandem of tackles is up to NFL quality right now. I think the interior 3 have real promise. But boy, if you're going to go into a game and you've got questions at tackle, you have to worry about your quarterback and what that does to your offensive scheme and your playbook. It really eliminates a lot of things you can do. So I think, again, Saturday, live action against NFL opponents is going to show where those people are.
Pete Carroll's MO has been to not play his starters more than a series or 2, maybe a quarter. But I think if there's an exception, it might be on the offensive line on Saturday night.
They need it.
they do need it. I think we're going to be talking about this in December still.
Could be.
Silver Saliga came off the non-football injury list. He had a calf injury. He practiced for the first time today. Doug Baldwin, the wide receiver, number 1 wide receiver, came back. Full go, helmet on the whole time. He came back from an Achilles. He got him out for a week. And then the same as yesterday, today for Jimmy Graham, catching balls with a helmet on early in practice, then taking his helmet off and watching the rest of the drills without a helmet.
And Thomas Rawls got to rest a little bit today. Cam rested a little bit today too. So I think they're recognizing this is game week, and the veteran guys that they don't need to look at, they're giving them a little latitude to rest this week.
Light practice tomorrow, Friday. Saturday I'll be in Kansas City to bring you the Chiefs and the Seahawks preseason opener from this News Tribune's perspective.